Were you aware that consuming a straightforward meal before 8 in the morning might assist in preserving your lower body muscle tone significantly over time? No, I am not referring to a pharmaceutical product or any expensive dietary enhancements available on the market today. I am alluding to a fundamental, recognizable dish that almost everyone has come across previously, yet the majority overlook it daily without understanding its value. Before we proceed further, I would be delighted to learn where you are watching from, so please leave a comment and feel free to pose inquiries. Be sure to subscribe and activate the notification bell so you never miss the premier wellness guidance provided by our channel. Together, let us construct a healthier and more robust future for ourselves starting right now. Emerging studies suggest that incorporating this specific item into your morning routine may assist individuals over 60 in maintaining lower limb stability and minimizing cramp occurrences. It could also potentially lower the likelihood of significant muscle depletion, which is a concern for many aging adults. A considerable number of seniors eventually face mobility restrictions or require assistive devices due to the progression of this issue. The unfortunate reality is that a vast number remain unaware that this nutritional strategy is even an option for them. Even more concerning, many inadvertently exacerbate the situation by consuming less optimal food choices immediately upon waking up in the morning. So allow me to pose a question. Is it possible you are compromising your leg strength daily simply because you are neglecting this nutrient? Please continue viewing until the conclusion of this presentation, as I will not only demonstrate what to consume upon waking, but also share 5 breakfast concepts. These suggestions can assist you in remaining robust, stable, and self-sufficient well into your 60s and effectively beyond. That final recommendation might actually catch you off guard with its simplicity and effectiveness. Sensing your lower limbs becoming frailer day by day is not a phenomenon you are obligated to accept as inevitable. Reaching the age of 60 does not imply you must forfeit your capacity to walk with assurance, remain steady, or live autonomously. The positive news is that you can often influence that trajectory, and the finest aspect is that no heavy pharmaceuticals are typically needed. Nor are expensive apparatuses or extremely rigorous exercise regimens required to begin making a positive change. Everything commences with something minor yet potent, which is your initial meal of the day. It may appear rudimentary or perhaps overly common, but consuming the appropriate breakfast can either support your legs or quietly contribute to their wear. That represents what nutritional specialists are most focused on currently regarding the aging population. The majority of adults exceeding age 60 approach breakfast incorrectly by skipping it, substituting it with coffee, or choosing items lacking nutrient density. Worse, they state they will eat later and merely sip water, which causes the body to enter a catabolic state where it breaks down tissue for energy. Are you aware of which muscle groups are often impacted first during this process? It is your leg muscles, the very structures that enable you to ambulate, stand, maintain equilibrium, and avoid stumbling. A study associated with Tufts University suggested that older adults could see improvements in leg function over 8 weeks by consuming a nutrient-dense breakfast. The greatest advantage is that these provisions are cost-effective and simple to locate in almost any grocery store. You have likely viewed them on innumerable occasions, yet you simply have not combined or consumed them at the optimal moment. In the subsequent few minutes, I will discuss 5 uncomplicated but robust meals often linked to supporting muscle retention. These choices help restore stability, alleviate discomfort, and enhance vigor before it diminishes significantly. At the conclusion of this video, I will demonstrate a distinctive food item that has assisted numerous older individuals in supporting their mobility. Just a modest portion in the morning is all it takes, so if you believe lost strength cannot be improved, stay with me. You might possess a different perspective after hearing this information regarding natural aging. Here is the reality. After age 60, the body naturally begins to reduce muscle mass, particularly in the lower extremities. This condition, scientifically termed sarcopenia, is a primary contributor to mobility challenges, difficulty traversing long distances, and struggles with standing upright. It also affects balance and eventually leads to a reliance on canes, walkers, or comprehensive assistance. What is most troubling is that muscle depletion does not cause immediate pain. There is no fever or obvious alarm signal. It approaches quietly. One day your legs feel heavier, and another day you stumble slightly while stepping off a curb. You might tell yourself you are merely getting older and start using your arms to push yourself up. However, that is not entirely accurate, as aging itself does not inherently make you weak. Losing muscle tissue does. The National Institute on Aging cautions that adults over 60 may experience significant reductions in leg muscle mass over a decade if preventative measures are not taken. It is not solely regarding physical power or aesthetics. When leg muscles atrophy, stability worsens and walking velocity decreases. The probability of falling increases. Circulation may decline, mobility shrinks, and visceral fat often accumulates. Bone density may decrease, and even sleep quality and cognitive retention can suffer as a result. The emotional burden of feeling confined within a body that no longer cooperates can be deeply discouraging for many. Why does this matter most in the morning, hours after you have rested for 7 to 9 hours? Because after sleep, your body is in a fasting state, and without nourishment, it may begin utilizing muscle reserves for fuel. This is a risky process for seniors whose natural muscle regeneration capabilities are already somewhat slower than in their youth. If you do not interrupt this catabolic phase with a proper breakfast, your leg muscles may be compromised before your day truly starts. Since your legs house the largest muscle groups in the anatomy, losing them impacts your metabolism and reduces overall blood flow. This triggers a cascade of issues such as cramps, tingling sensations, numbness, unsteady steps, and general coordination difficulties. This explains why many older adults who are not technically ill still become frail and reliant on others over time. The uplifting news is that your body maintains the capacity to recover if you take action early by consuming the correct nutrients. By eating properly, you can support muscle repair, enhance balance, reduce cramps, and regain autonomy one step at a time. So please continue watching as I reveal the foods scientists identify as natural allies for your lower body muscles. These are breakfast options that could potentially transform your strength, posture, and self-assurance after the age of 60. Consider David, a 69-year-old retired construction engineer who used to scale scaffolds and hike hills nationwide without fatigue. Lately, however, rising from bed felt like a significant struggle, and his knees were stiff while his feet felt heavy. His initial steps each morning were sluggish and unstable, akin to attempting to operate a rusted mechanism. One morning, he stumbled on his porch step while retrieving the newspaper, and while the fall was not severe, it frightened him. He realized he was losing something more profound than just physical strength, specifically his sense of confidence. His spouse noticed it as well. His pace had slowed, and his walks became noticeably shaky. He required both hands to push himself up from the sofa and stopped finding joy in his morning strolls. Then came the nightly leg cramps. Despite David having no serious diagnosed illness, no diabetes, and no arthritis, what he was experiencing is what many physicians quietly refer to as the post-60 phase, where muscle loss accelerates silently. This is especially prevalent in the legs, which bear your weight and stabilize every step you take. After that stumble, David began searching for answers, speaking with a nutritionist, reading articles, and watching wellness videos. That is when he discovered a concept he had never previously considered regarding his daily routine. The resilience of your legs depends heavily on what you consume during the morning hours. He began altering his regimen, no longer skipping breakfast and no longer consuming black coffee on an empty stomach. Instead, he started eating foods abundant in the nutrients his muscles were craving to support circulation and tissue health. Within 3 weeks, he observed a difference. Rising became easier, his steps felt lighter, and the cramps diminished. Soon, he was walking around the park again, and by 2 months, he was covering 2 kilometers each morning. These days, he often remarks to his wife that he feels as though he has reclaimed his legs. With just one straightforward adjustment and no heavy medication, David regained his vigor and independence in his 60s. Most people assume this is impossible, but you can achieve similar results as you do not need luck, just the right start. Now let us discuss the 5 breakfast foods that assisted David and thousands of seniors in building sturdier legs. Number 1 is whole eggs, as there is practically nothing more accessible for supporting leg muscles than a cooked egg. Eggs contain nearly all the amino acids your physiology requires for repair, but the true benefit lies in the yolk. It is packed with vitamin D, B12, choline, and leucine, a key compound that initiates muscle protein synthesis. This is essential for mitigating leg muscle reduction after 60, as research from the University of Illinois suggests. Seniors who consumed 2 eggs daily for 8 weeks observed notable improvements in leg function and personal independence. Eggs also support your neuromuscular system, potentially improving coordination, balance, and gait while reducing fall risks. Vitamin B12 in the yolk aids in protecting nerve sheaths, enhancing communication between the brain and muscles. Consequently, your steps become smoother and steadier, and eggs provide absorbable iron to assist blood flow and oxygen delivery. For optimal results, consume the entire egg, including the yolk, within an hour of waking up. Boiled eggs are ideal since they retain nutrients without added fats, but for variety, try scrambled eggs with spinach. Spinach and tomatoes are both rich in antioxidants and magnesium, which help protect lower body muscles each morning. That single egg is not merely breakfast. It is your defense against the silent decline of muscle tissue. Stay consistent for 30 days, and you will likely notice a difference with fewer cramps and stronger legs. Eating a simple breakfast of cereal topped with chia seeds can provide your legs with steady energy. While eggs act as fuel, oatmeal offers a consistent supply of nutrients that support sustained muscle function. When combined with chia seeds, this modest breakfast becomes a robust tool for seniors looking to preserve leg strength. It helps prevent muscle loss and improve circulation thanks to beta-glucan, a soluble fiber abundant in oats. This fiber reduces inflammation, enhances nutrient absorption in muscles, and helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which is important. This is especially relevant for adults over 60, whose metabolism naturally slows down over the years. Chia seeds contribute omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, potassium, and magnesium, all crucial for maintaining proper muscle contractions. They assist with nerve signaling and preventing leg cramps, particularly the nighttime spasms that often disrupt sleep. Magnesium helps relax tight muscles, while potassium ensures oxygen and nutrients reach even the smallest fibers in the legs. By supporting electrolyte balance and circulation, preparing this breakfast becomes a simple yet vital morning task. Cook 3 tablespoons of rolled oats with water or nut milk until soft, then stir in a tablespoon of chia seeds. Optionally, Add banana slices or blueberries for natural sweetness and antioxidants to boost the meal's nutritional profile. Consuming it warm within an hour of waking allows seniors to experience better stability during standing or climbing stairs. Fewer lags in energy and increased endurance throughout the day are often reported benefits of this routine. Nighttime cramps often decrease, signaling that muscles are finally receiving the nutrients they need to recover properly. Oatmeal, therefore, is more than a healthy breakfast. It provides a foundation for adults over 60 to maintain strength. Bananas are another excellent choice, often called nature's electrolyte powerhouse for very good reason. Their high potassium content makes them ideal for preventing leg cramps and supporting healthy circulation. They promote healthy muscle contractions and maintain leg strength in seniors, making them a top dietary choice. Eating a banana soon after waking is optimal, as this is when the body is usually low on minerals. A medium banana provides approximately 400 milligrams of potassium, or about 10% of daily needs. Potassium is vital for maintaining the electrical balance in muscle cell membranes, which allows muscles to work smoothly. Without enough potassium, muscles may misfire or spasm, leading to nighttime cramps or twitching while relaxing. This is a common issue for older adults, especially those on diuretics or with reduced mineral absorption. Research from Harvard University found that seniors who regularly consume bananas were less likely to experience leg cramps. Bananas also provide vitamin B6, which supports nerve communication between the brain and muscles, enhancing coordination. However, not everyone can consume bananas freely, particularly individuals with type 2 diabetes or kidney concerns. In such cases, a smaller or slightly underripe banana is preferable as it contains less sugar. The best time to eat a banana is after breakfast, rather than on an empty stomach. It can be paired with oatmeal, chia seeds, Greek yogurt to improve nutrient absorption and maintain energy. For most healthy seniors, one small banana in the morning is enough to protect leg muscles. Greek yogurt is another highly effective breakfast choice to combat the slow muscle breakdown that happens overnight. Compared to regular yogurt, it has nearly twice the protein and a thick, creamy texture due to straining. For adults over 60, the slow-digesting casein protein in Greek yogurt provides a steady stream of amino acids. This supports leg muscle maintenance and growth while the body recovers from the overnight fasting state. While sleeping, the body enters a catabolic state, breaking down muscle tissue for energy if nutrients are low. Without adequate protein first thing in the morning, muscles, particularly in the legs, may continue to deteriorate. A standard serving of Greek yogurt contains a significant amount of high-quality protein and leucine. Leucine is the amino acid most effective at initiating muscle protein synthesis, which is critical for seniors. It also delivers calcium and vitamin D, which support bone health and neuromuscular coordination, improving balance. Probiotics in yogurt, well known for gut health, also enhance nutrient absorption and may reduce inflammation. A study from the Netherlands found that older adults consuming protein each morning showed improvements in leg strength. Along with fewer night cramps and better balance, the participants reported feeling more stable overall. For those with lactose intolerance, lactose-free Greek yogurt or alternatives made from goat milk are recommended. Avoid yogurts with added sugar, as they can promote inflammation and impair muscle recovery processes. Greek yogurt is best consumed within an hour of waking or shortly after mild morning activity. Including salmon or other fatty fish, such as mackerel and sardines, at least twice a week is excellent. This strategy supports leg muscle recovery after 60 due to the richness of omega-3 fatty acids. These fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, improve insulin sensitivity and reduce muscle inflammation significantly. They enhance protein uptake and muscle tissue synthesis, helping older adults maintain leg strength and slow loss. Research published in clinical nutrition journals found that adults over 65 who consume fatty fish retained more muscle. They also experienced improved walking ability, better balance, and a lower risk of falls due to weakness. Omega-3s help counter chronic inflammation, a hidden factor that gradually diminishes lower body strength over time. Salmon is also an excellent source of highly digestible protein and vitamins that support neuromuscular communication. A simple way to prepare it is pan-searing fresh salmon in extra virgin olive oil for a few minutes. Served with roasted sweet potatoes or vegetables, it makes for a nutrient-dense, high-protein breakfast option. Smoked salmon or high-quality fish oil supplements are alternatives if fresh fish isn't convenient for you. Seniors with fat digestion issues should eat fish early in the morning on a mostly empty stomach. Even a single weekly serving supports leg strength, balance, and an active lifestyle effectively. A surprisingly simple breakfast that offers significant benefits is steamed sweet potatoes lightly sprinkled with natural mineral salt. Unlike trendy superfoods, this common kitchen staple has profound effects on sustaining energy levels throughout the morning. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates, which replenish muscle glycogen stores after fasting overnight. Their starch doesn't spike blood sugar rapidly, providing steady energy that prevents morning leg fatigue and cramps. They also supply potassium, magnesium, manganese, and vitamin C, nutrients that support circulation and nerve signaling. Magnesium, often called the muscle relaxation mineral, eases cramps, reduces stiffness, and supports balance throughout the day. Celtic sea salt differs from table salt as it is unprocessed and contains trace minerals. It helps maintain smooth muscle contractions while replenishing electrolytes without drastically increasing blood pressure like refined salt. Some studies suggest that adults consuming mineral-rich breakfasts demonstrated better balance and fewer falls over time. Preparation is simple. Sprinkle a small amount of mineral salt on half a warm, steamed sweet potato. Eating it 10 minutes before the main breakfast with warm water can reduce numbness and shakiness. Eating nutrient-rich breakfast is important, but daily routines also play a key role in preserving leg strength. Seniors can adopt a few simple habits each morning with significant impact on their mobility. First, drinking a glass of warm water with a pinch of natural salt upon waking restores electrolytes. This simple act improves circulation, calms the nervous system, and helps prevent cramping early in the day. Second, performing 3 minutes of leg lift and balance exercises strengthens muscles in the calves and thighs. Lifting one foot off the ground and holding for 10 seconds improves stability and hip strength. Third, avoid rushing out of bed. Take 3 deep breaths and sit up slowly to adjust. Rotate wrists and ankles to gently reactivate circulation and reduce dizziness or the risk of falling. Fourth, spending just 5 minutes in morning sunlight boosts vitamin D production, strengthening bones and aiding calcium absorption. Fifth, do not delay breakfast as prolonged fasting triggers muscle breakdown, which should be avoided. If a full meal isn't possible, a small portion of food can shift the body toward repair. By combining these daily habits with the breakfasts described, seniors can significantly improve leg strength. Even small actions each morning contribute to long-term mobility, stability, and independence for years to come. Please remember to like and subscribe to this channel if you found this video useful.